to my dance money, I can say, why nigga?
Man from the Leo, GK, but really boiled down to key 10 my ratio. Pumping up and up in my grace like inspirations. I got assurance, so I know that I pray. I check the life lane, but how the four lanes and full blood, suffering in the day.
Welcome back to Camera Farmer. This week, something different. A camera that I've kept for years because there's some voodoo about it that just makes everything look good. It's the Panasonic G2, a mirrorless Micro Four Thirds camera. I think it was 2010 it came out, so it's ancient in digital camera terms. But I still love taking pictures with it. It does great colour. It does great pretty much everything. But black and white on it is amazing. And the way I usually shoot is just in a square format, black and white. It's native on it. You don't touch anything. Play around with your exposure and your aperture, but that's about it. When I shoot with the Camp Snap, I rarely look through the viewfinder. But this, I use the viewfinder. I don't use the screen at all, but I do hold the camera up to my face and shoot with it. And I don't know why it's so good, but for me, it delivers an image that I just think is really cool. Another camera that was like that people really figured out was the PowerShot G9. That's really expensive now, and it looks very film-like. The pictures, they're really good, and this is the same, and in a slightly different way. And I feel there was another camera as well. It was the EOS 400, I think it was. I'd have to check that. But the pictures that took, even for Canon's like science, were slightly askew. They weren't the usual, and they just looked extra special compared to anything else, especially if there was a good lens on it. It looked fantastic. But even with a cheap lens, they were great. And all the rubbish half homemade lenses that I would use on it, it did look really good. But the Panasonic, there's lots on it. There's lots to play with. There's lots of functions on it. It's a great little camera. I think it was ahead of its time. And when you look back on it, how old it was and what's available on it, I think it was ahead of its time. But it's a really fun camera to use. It's small. It's really light. You can pick them up for about £60. Second-hand, obviously second-hand, in really good condition. So, and a cheap lens for £40. So £100 gets you something that I think can compete with even modern cameras, and but not in quality, not in blah blah blah, but just in the style of the image. And if I could, I'd have 10 of these cameras as backups. I just love them so much. I think they're one of the best cameras ever made. And that sounds a ridiculous statement to make, but this is from my perspective for what I need doing artistic, putting art into it rather than just photography. That's what I need, what this camera does. So what I'm going to do today, I'm going to head out to a place I've never been before, but I've heard all about. It's meant to be beautiful, and I don't know why I've never been, because it's just so close to Dundee. So I actually have a plan of what I'm doing today. The weather's beautiful, so it should all be good. So let's get going. Okay. So I'm up at a place called Reekie Lynn, about 40 minutes outside of Dundee. I've already walked the length of it to get to the waterfall and forgot to press record and done all the pictures. So what I'm going to do is just go back the route I came in and put the pictures in that I had with the G2, the pictures that I've taken. So, as usual, everything I do is complete chaos and rarely works. And when it does work, it looks like complete chaos. But this is a lovely place. I've never actually been before. Heard all about it all my life, and it's not even far to come, but for some reason, I've just never been up here. And it's on a beautiful sunny day. It's absolutely wonderful. And everyone's so nice you run into, and that's lovely. And the ground's a bit uneven for this wonky leg of mine, but I'm getting there. Right, but look at this, isn't it absolutely gorgeous? So I'm going to go down again to where it was, and you can see a bit of the actual waterfall, which is stunning. And I haven't fallen yet, but give it time. I've got a new mount for the camera that you're watching this from right now, so it's a bit off centre, but you know what, it's wide angle, you'll be fine. And I forgot the windscreen for the mic, so hopefully it's not too noisy. Hopefully it's not too bad. So let's go down the front. If this is even, trees like this are even moist, you're going down here head first. So if you ever do visit, be careful. The drop here is 140 feet, so it's a bit risky. So my best advice is don't fall. And the only reason I know it's 140 feet, I just passed the sign saying it. So there's the bridge up there where I start. Really beautiful, and I believe the river's really low at the moment, so yeah, it goes up really high here. It could be quite a powerful waterfall, but it's calm today. Hopefully you can still hear me, all the background noise. I'll just keep heading back. But the weather's finally turned for the better here. It's actually quite warm. Well, for Scotland, you know. Just really nice to be here. It's nice to be out. But the walk goes a lot further than what I've done today. And there's some people down at the bridge there and swimming. How wonderful. Now, don't get me wrong, that water is going to be colder than you could possibly imagine. But it's still wonderful. Trick is, if you're going swimming, cold water like that, you go in, duck under the water, come straight out. And as your body starts to dry naturally, straight back in, and you'll be amazed how you can just take the cold. And you can just stay there all day. I had a friend, she went swimming up at, where did we go? Wherever it was, up Dunkeld. There's a great spot up there at the Hermitage. And we went in swimming and she almost started crying, it was so cold. And I went, get out of the water, just sit there for a minute. She started to dry off, I went, get back in. She was in for 3 hours just swimming, having the time of her life. Your body gets used to it really quick, which is great fun. This is really contrasty light today.
So I'm not sure how the pictures will come out. Like I said, it's square format, black and white. We'll see what happens. It's always, I've not been, oh, lovely birds just landing. I've not been looking at the back of the screen to see what's happening. I don't care. Let's just take some pictures. I think I'll come back here with the camp snap at some point, and maybe just do full colour photos with that. That'll be the next thing. I think that would be absolutely lovely. Okay, that's me getting back to the car park. As you see, it's a very short walk to see some spectacular views. So, Reekie Lynn, just north of Dundee, 40 minutes away. Quick drive, easy drive, straight road. When you get to this beautiful site, great picnic spot, or for just hanging about, taking pictures like I'm doing. Wonderful, puts you in such a good mood. Look at this, isn't this just the greatest thing ever? Look at that. Oh, there's the sign that says, oh, it's 150 feet, I got it wrong. Lizards, right. Just saw a lizard. Now, that's the first lizard I've ever seen in Scotland, so there we go. 150 feet. Won't be a lizard, what will it be? I don't know, it was green, had 4 legs and ran. It was probably a dog with a coat on. Anyway, I'll give one last look at this lovely place. I'm actually getting a sweat on, it's roasting. This is great. Oh, I'm in a good mood. Oh, dragonflies and everything, what a wonderful place. Okay, until next time.